What's up, dudes? Welcome to the first edition of ATG from the GTA. My name is Cam.
And my name is Tom. And for those of you who don't know, ATG stands for All Things Geek. And we're coming to you from Toronto, Canada.
You know, the place we're known for having the CN Tower, the Toronto Maple Leafs where people like to be active, and some famous dude named Drake, where I hear he started from the bottom, now he's here.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about that stuff. We're going to talk about awesome stuff like movies, video games, comics. Pretty much everything you guys love to do in your parents' basement.
And once in a while, we're going to do some Let's Plays, reviews, and tours around the cons.
Yeah, man, we actually have a lot of cons here in Toronto, one for every season. You know, nothing like San Diego Comic-Con, because let me put things in perspective. San Diego Comic-Con is kind of like Shenron, you know, the dragon from Dragon Ball Z? Yeah. And you know how he splits up after they make their wish into a bunch of, like, magical Dragon Balls? Well, those Dragon Balls are like cons here in Toronto, except instead of sparkly magical balls, they're like piles of shit. Because let's face it, as awesome as Canadian cons are for us Canadians, compared to American cons, they're kind of lacking. You know, we have less free stuff, if any. You know, we're missing out on some awesome vendors, you know, less exclusives, and not to mention autograph prices.
Don't even get me started on the autograph prices, man. Like, when Mark Hamill was here last year, 2016 Fan Expo, he was charging $200 per autograph. Per autograph!
Yep, I know. I was there. You know, I actually considered getting his autograph because, you know, fuck, man, it's Mark Hamill. He's awesome, you know. Luke Skywalker, the Joker.
He will always be my Joker, man.
But let's be realistic here. $200.
I didn't even get a blowjob out of it!
Did you get a hand job?
Nope!
Definitely the Force wasn't with him that day.
Yeah, I know. But there is one thing I'm glad we do not have compared to the Granddaddy San Diego. Hall H.
Yeah, Hall H, right? That's the place where they do exclusive trailers for all the new movies coming out, right?
Oh, you mean the exclusive spoilers for the trailer for the movies that's coming out?
If by spoiler you mean hype train to make people go see the movie, then yeah.
No. A trailer should not be more than 2 minutes long. Suicide Squad, 4 fucking minutes, man.
Well, 4 minutes to advertise a movie that's 2 hours.
No way, man. Like, let me just put it in this way for you. Prison scene. Amanda Waller, monologue. All right there. Bringing the crew together. Then walking down the street. Fighting the minions. Walking down the street. Fighting in a building. The whole fucking movie right there.
Dude, I wish that was the whole fucking movie because the movie was fucking terrible.
Don't get me wrong. It was. But I did like Harley Quinn in that, though.
Listen, did?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to get so much slack for this. Like, seriously, I'm going to face the wrath of the internet. But I actually like the Joker, and I hated Harley Quinn.
Wait, don't we know a dude who refuses to watch the movie because of Harley Quinn?
Yeah, our buddy James. He literally will not watch that movie because it just ruins the character of Harley Quinn for him. Like, Harley Quinn's his favorite character of all time.
Right.
And he saw the trailer and was like, dude, I'm not watching this movie. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not watching this movie? Like, you've been waiting for this movie forever. And he's like, that's not my Harley Quinn because he doesn't like this, like, bimbo version of Harley Quinn. Like, his Harley Quinn will always be the one from the animated series from the 90s.
I respect that. Though, in the movie, they did show a little clip of her in that 90s animated series costume.
Yeah, but, like, they might as well have not done it. It's like literally saying, fuck you, to all the fans who really wanted that kind of Harley Quinn. Although, I'm not gonna lie, that scene where she kind of took off her shirt.
Best fucking part of the movie, man.
Like, seriously, like, that was my favorite part.
That's it. That's it. Other than that, showed way too much than it should have, man.
Tell me about it. Actually, I have a pretty cool story about Harley Quinn if you want to hear it.
Yeah, go on.
So I was at WinterCon this year. You know the one that just passed?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and Ty Templeton was there. I don't know if you know who Ty Templeton is.
I vaguely recognize that name, but go on.
He's a comic book artist, right? He's the guy who drew many of the Adventures of Batman and Robin comics. You know the ones based off the TV series, the cartoon?
Childhood, right there, man.
Yeah, right? So he was there, and like you said, fucking nostalgia just punched me in the fucking face.
Yes,
so
yes,
I'm like,
it did.
I gotta get some art by this guy.
Can't go wrong with the original art, man.
Yeah, man. I love original art. It's one of my favorite things. Gotta support the comic community, right? So I go up to this guy, and I'm like, dude, can you make me a Harley Quinn for, you know, my buddy James? Can you make me a Batman for myself? Because, you know, Batman, right?
Of course, you can't go wrong with that.
Exactly. So as he's drawing this stuff, you know, we started talking about Harley Quinn. And he actually kind of shared the same thing as I was saying. Like, he just wasn't that impressed with the way Harley Quinn has become. Like, he liked how she was crazy, but in like a smart way. Does that make sense to you?
It does, actually. Like, the only reason why she was adorable was because of her attitude, not the way how she looked.
Yeah, exactly. She was a doctor, right? Like,
Yeah.
she was the Joker's doctor.
She was the psychiatrist
Yeah,
who
the
went
psychiatrist.
nuts.
Exactly. So anyway, so he started telling me about like how they came up with the character and how she was based off of Arlene Sorkin's character in Days of Our Lives. Like, there was this dream sequence, and she was dressed up in a, you know, clown costume, kind of.
Okay.
She was acting crazy, and but like quirky crazy, kind of like Harlequin.
Right, the way how
And,
she should be.
Yeah, and the creator saw that episode and was like, dude, that's gonna be Joker's bride.
Fucking amazing, man.
Totally, right? And that's why I think Jamesy just doesn't want to accept that Harlequin is now this stereotypical basic bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can respect that. I can respect that.
Okay, so clearly you don't like the Suicide Squad trailer.
No, not at all, man.
And the movie.
No. Of course not.
Okay. Is there any trailers like you do like?
Actually, I did like the Logan trailer that came out just about a week ago, give or take.
Yeah, Logan, right? Wait. The Johnny Cash one where it's like, I hurt myself today.
To see if I still feel...
Yeah, you know that badass song? Or the Pringles commercial.
Pringle. Oh, yeah! No.
Dude, she ate Pringles for so long in that second trailer, but not that one.
No, not at all.
Okay, so you are admitting that you like a trailer. This is a rarity, so...
Yes, it is.
So, okay, what made you like this trailer?
What I loved about the trailer, this amazing Johnny Cash one, was it did not tell us what it was. A whole lot of people, sure, they complain about, like, we know nothing about this trailer. Hey, that's what makes it good. We do not want to spoil everything, like, as for mentioned trailer.
Well, yeah, like, there's a whole, like, kind of, like, internet buzz about, like, you know, what the fuck is this? Like, people didn't know if it was an action movie or if it was going to have a lot of action. Like, they figured there would be some action because, you know, Wolverine, stab. But they didn't know, like, how much action was going to be there, if it was going to be based more on, like, drama. Kind of like, you know, how The Walking Dead is a zombie show, but, you know, it focuses more on, like, the characters and how they're dealing with it. And people were worried because they didn't want it to be boring.
No, and that's fair. But, you know, just do not ruin the plot twist, the villains, the everything. I actually liked how we know nothing about the villain. We don't know if it's an organization, some mercenary, or just an old villain of Logan from like X amount of years ago.
Well, technically they did spoil the villain. It's Donald Pierce, you know, the guy from the comics, member of the Hellfire Club, secretly hates mutants, wants to, you know, kill everybody.
Right, of course, but that's the comics, and you and I both know, I'm sure, with a hand, quite a bit of people out there know that comic books and the movies are not going to be the same. So for someone like me, I'm just going to rely on a trailer itself. I do not want to read up on these interviews, IMDb's, and everything to spoil it, because one little word can change everything.
No, that's true. You're right. Like the Hellfire Club, I don't even think is in any of the movies, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, fair enough. So to be fair, although we know his name, we really don't know how he's going to fit into that movie. And you're right, the trailer didn't do anything to spoil that.
Right, yes, of course. But other than that, I think that was well played. We just got a little bit of a taste of the action. We got to see, like, this is his last role. He's all scarred up and everything. Patrick Stewart looked amazing. Like, well, he's getting old, but it was nice to see, like, this is it. I didn't even know that was X-23 at the time, man.
Wait. You didn't know the little girl walking with Wolverine with, like, jet black hair was X-23?
Do I look like I'm the kind of guy who thinks that far?
Okay, fair enough, but who else would it have been?
Right, but until like a little bit later then the puzzle pieces came together.
So you mean when she, you know, sprouted claws and started murdering people?
Yes!
Okay.
Yes!
You know, pretty sure people saw that coming.
Of course not, man. Of course not.
Okay. So you like that trailer because basically it didn't really tell you much about the movie.
Yes, exactly.
So you know, the thing that other people didn't like, you loved.
Yes.
Okay. So what about the second trailer? Did you like that one?
I liked it a little bit, but it was unnecessary for it to be 30 seconds longer. And like, we got to see a little bit more of the interaction between Logan and X-23, but I would rather not them show the more scenes with the villains themselves. Keep that as the surprise.
I guess you're right. Like in the first trailer, did they show the main villain?
All we only saw was just a bunch of the SUVs driving and the villain, what is potentially the villain, what he looks like. That's it.
So you don't think it was like, you know, good for them to actually give you a look at how the villain is going to be? Like the spoiler was there. A lot of fans knew who it was going to be. Like you don't think it was a good idea to just, give you a little glimpse of how the actor is gonna portray the villain. Like, he looks pretty cool.
He does look pretty cool, but he also looks pretty generic.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Generic, like, android arm, sunglasses. Next thing you know, he's gonna be salt and steak.
Yeah, that's steak bait, salt bait right there. Okay, so that I didn't even like the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer.
Well, wait, there's like two.
Wait, what?
Okay, there's the North American trailer.
Okay.
And then there's the international trailer. Which one don't you like?
There was an international trailer?
Okay, so clearly you didn't like the North American trailer.
No, not at all.
Okay, what didn't you like about the trailer?
It felt way too high school drama-y. Okay, yeah, fine, whatever. What I didn't like is how they revealed a little too much. How, would you may ask now? I didn't like how they showed that much interaction between Spider-Man and Tony Stark. Tony Stark should have been a huge surprise for the movie, because all the previous Marvel movies, each of their own movie characters, they did not have interaction with other Avenger movies. Although Thor 2 Ragnarok, we only had Loki turn into Cap A for a second, but other than that, they all did their own thing. So I just felt like, okay, Spider-Man, he has his own movie, he should do his own thing. I felt that shouldn't be necessary to show Tony Stark. That would have been the greatest surprise ever. And they shouldn't have shown his best friend finding out he's Spider-Man in the fucking trailer.
Yeah, okay, like the Tony Stark thing, I get where you're coming from. Like, I think they showed it because it kind of ties it in with the Avengers movie, but I get it. Like, it's Spider-Man. He's big enough to just have his own movie. He doesn't need Tony Stark to, like, boost him up. It's fucking Spider-Man. And, yeah, for someone who is really keen on keeping his identity a secret, for him to just kind of be like, I'm fucking Spider-Man, like, okay, I feel you, but, like, that's just the North American trailer, catering to, like, Twilight fans.
God damn it.
The international trailer doesn't have any of that.
Go on.
The international trailer is pretty much, I'm Spider-Man, I'm kicking ass and chewing bubblegum, but I'm all out of bubblegum, if you know what I mean.
Why the hell did they show us that to begin with? Dude, I mean, because of that first trailer, it just deterred me from watching any of the trailers.
Dude, one of the last scenes in the international trailer is he's holding a fucking boat together with his fucking webs. It's like, Spider-Man 2 with the train?
Right.
Gives you that whole kind of epic feeling, man. I saw that, and all of a sudden I was like, fuck yeah, that's my Spidey.
Alright, I respect that. That actually sounds pretty cool. I think I'm going to check that out after this.
Definitely, and check it out because, come on, Michael Keaton playing the Vulture?
Yeah, he actually looks pretty cool in this one. I'm actually looking forward to seeing that one. Handful of people are not feeling it, but you know what? Michael Keaton has been in superhero movies before. Remember? Batman.
Best Batman.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Bat nipples.
Yeah. Wait, no. Bat nipples was George Clooney.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Fair enough. And he also did Birdman, which was, I think it was an Oscar winner 2 years ago. But enough about that.
Totally. He's a great actor, and I think he will do the villain justice. Like, I think playing Toomes, he's going to kill it.
That sounds amazing, man.
I think a lot of things are looking good for the Spider-Man movie. Like, I'm a big fan of the costume. I think it's really cool that they took, like, the classic Spider-Man costume.
With the web armpits and everything?
Web armpits, the eyes that give you expressions. I think that's a fucking hit.
That looks pretty good, too, man.
And so far, his sense of humor is Peter Parker-ish, I think.
I did enjoy it. Cool. I did enjoy it from Civil War, yes.
And the little clip in the trailer, where they're in the bank scene where he's like, "You're not the Avengers." I thought that was kind of cute.
That I was okay with, but I just don't think they should have showed the Tony Stark in a trailer. Him being in the movie is fine, but imagine how many of us would have came in our pants if we saw him in the movie itself, not being revealed from the trailer.
I don't know, man. I think you really just shouldn't have watched the North American trailer. I think you should have just watched the international trailer, and you would have been like, "This is the best movie ever."
Yep, consider it done, man.
Yeah, man. Speaking of movies, let's go back to Logan for a little bit. You realize that this is Hugh Jackman's last portrayal as Logan, as Wolverine.
19 years, man. 19 years this dude has done it for us, and he has been by far the best Wolverine, or is the best Wolverine out there.
Dude, he is literally my Wolverine. Like, when I think of Wolverine, I'm going to think of, first, Hugh Jackman, and second, that Wolverine from the 1993 animated series. Because let's just put it that way. Those two, Hugh Jackman was like that Wolverine in my heart. Like, he was Wolverine. And it's a shame because I don't think they could replace him. I honestly don't.
I remember hearing something about someone wants to replace him, but that shouldn't be a thing.
Listen, I honestly hope he changes his mind, because I want to give a big thanks to Hugh Jackman for, you know, just being our Wolverine. And I honestly think he's unreplaceable. And, you know, if he can change his mind, that'd be awesome.
Did you see that Twitter picture where Ryan Reynolds posted up with him, Hugh Jackman, and Pierce Brosnan?
You mean Cable?
Yeah. So let's hope Ryan Reynolds change his mind and make him portray Wolverine one last time to end it off.
Listen, if anybody can do it, it would be Ryan. But if not, man, thank you, Hugh. You were fucking awesome. And I can't wait to see, you know, your new pursuits in your career, man. I am always going to be a fan.
Well said, man. Everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Cam.
Yeah, and I'm Tom. Thanks for listening, and talk to you soon. Peace.
Later.